This is Gordon Eads with ESPN Boston. I'm here with Casey Kelly, Red Sox pitching prospect in his first big league camp. Casey, you grew up about an hour north of here. I don't want to make the New England high school baseball players jealous, but roughly how many games would a Florida high school baseball player be able to play?
We actually started in beginning of February, and we didn't get done till about late May. So it was about 30 games that we got in one season.
Yeah, well, Casey, I don't know how much you follow baseball in New England, but they're lucky to get in 15 games, and they start in April and all of that. You grew up in a baseball family. Tell me a little bit about the bloodlines there.
Well, my dad has been a minor league coach for over 20 years, and he got some big league time with the Blue Jays catching. And
That's Pat.
Pat
Yeah.
Kelly, yes.
Yeah.
And my brother has been playing with. He was with the Reds last year, and he's been playing minor league baseball for about 5 years. And I had a cousin that played with the Red Sox a couple years ago. So
Who was that?
Dustin Kelly.
Okay.
So everybody's kind of been in minor league baseball. So I kind of grew up around it, and kind of understand everything that goes along with playing minor league baseball and everything. So
Does it make it easier, the fact that you've been around the game virtually since what? You were big. When you then do come into your first big league clubhouse, do you find a different comfort level?
it's a lot different. I mean, obviously the guys around you are a lot different than a minor league clubhouse, but it's all the same stuff. You're here to play a game, and same game that I played when I was in Little League, just a little better players, and it's good to be around all these guys to see their work ethic and how they get after it and stuff.
I mean, is it a thing that when you're in your first camp like this, that you try to learn more from observation, or have you actually had the opportunity to sit down with, say, I don't know, a Beckett or a Lackey or a Johnny Lester?
The biggest thing is just watching them when they're going through their drills, or when they're throwing their pens, or working out in the weight room. I just like to watch and hear what they have to say. I think watching and listening is a lot more than talking, and so I'm just trying to keep my eyes open and kind of be a sponge and kind of soak up everything in this camp.
Now, you're scheduled to throw live BP Friday, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to have to fight yourself a little bit to make sure you're not too amped up?
Live VP will be fun to face hitters finally. The pens kind of get a little tedious, towards the end, but I think I'll have a little extra energy for it. But at the same time, I'm still trying to work on, throwing strikes and throwing the ball where I want to right now.
Casey, thanks very much. Gordon Eads, ESPN Boston, with Casey Kelly. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. That was fun.
Gordon, you gotta lose to Boston. This is Gordon Eads, ESPN.
Yeah, no, I got to throw in Boston, baby.